Hi, I'm Dr. Timothy John, Senior Pastor of Mysore Hope Center here in Mysore. What a joy it is to just share a short testimony about our partnership with Campus Crusade. I'm so grateful for our partners here in Mysore who've served for the past many years, Sam and Kuchimor Verghese, who have been a great blessing. Our church, even though it's large in numbers, couldn't do everything on its own. We have needed a parachurch support, a parachurch ministry to come alongside of us. And Campus Crusade has offered that in a very non-threatening way. And they've been a partner working alongside of us. At our church, we have been able to develop Leader Impact, in which we are helping identify people who are in the marketplace so that they can be leaders not only in the church but outside the church, so that we could not only be involved in evangelism but discipleship and equipping and encouraging them so that they could live out Christ's purpose. A church today is in need of a revitalization in the area of discipleship. Today the greatest challenge that we have is a lack of disciples. Now, that responsibility has to be taken by the church, leaders, us who are at the forefront, but also followers of Christ who desire to become more than just followers and say, I want to be a disciple. And a disciple desiring to say, I want to be a disciple maker. And a disciple maker saying, I want to be a leader. That's what God has intended. As I think about our church, I think about the Leader Impact. I think about the couples ministry also that's been a part of what Campus Crusade has offered us. Weekend to Remember is also a great avenue in which your church, our ministries could be enriched and families could become stronger. I want us to think beyond the four walls of the church and not be threatened by parachurch ministries who come alongside of us to offer their services. As I think about the vision of our church, we want to continue to develop not only Leader Impact at Mysore Hope Center, but also a citywide ministry. And Brother Sam and Sister Kuchimor have already done this. They've laid the foundation work. And now it's for us to take up this responsibility to build the walls and to raise us to the next level. I am so grateful for this partnership as we look forward to continue to raising disciples, disciple makers, and leaders. And I just encourage you, Pastor, would you give an opportunity for Campus Crusade, for the many ministries they have in leadership, in family, and at the marketplace where they could come alongside and equip you? I know you'll be grateful because I am one of them who have been enriched, equipped, and empowered by this ministry. May the Lord bless you and consider this ministry. Thank you.